Have you ever wondered what secrets the ocean holds in its depths? A question as vast and deep as the ocean itself. The ocean, a world of enigma and mystery, seems to stretch out infinitely beneath the azure sky, appearing to be an endless expanse of blue. It's a realm that covers more than 70% of our Earth's surface. Imagine that! More than 2/3 of our planet is just water. But it's not just the surface that's impressive, it's the depth that truly astounds. The average depth of the ocean is about 2.5 miles, but the deepest parts plunge down nearly 7 miles. That's deeper than the tallest mountain is high. In fact, if you were to flip Mount Everest upside down, it would still be a mile short of touching the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the ocean. Now, isn't that something? Yet what's even more intriguing is that we've only explored less than 5% of this vast underwater world. Less than 5%! That leaves more than 95% of the ocean unexplored, unknown, and unseen by human eyes. The ocean's secrets are still waiting, hidden in the dark, cold depths, far beneath the waves. There are mountains and valleys, plains and cliffs, all teeming with life forms, some of which we can't even begin to imagine. It's like an alien world right here on our planet. A world full of strange creatures, beautiful landscapes, and mysteries waiting to be unraveled. It's a world that's constantly changing, evolving, and surprising us with its resilience and diversity. So let's dive in and explore some fascinating facts about the ocean and its inhabitants. Let's embark on a journey to the heart of the ocean, to uncover the stories it tells, the life it nurtures, and the mysteries it continues to keep. Because after all, we have only just begun to scratch the surface of the enigma that is the ocean. Did you know that the highest mountains and the deepest valleys are not on land, but under the ocean? Fascinating, isn't it? The ocean's depths and mountain ranges are a testament to the limitless wonders of our planet. Let's dive in, shall we? Picture the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the world's oceans. This colossal trench plunges down to a staggering depth of over 36,000 feet. To put it into perspective, if we were to place Mount Everest, Earth's highest mountain, into this trench, the peak would still be over a mile underwater. Imagine standing at the peak of Everest, gazing down at the world below, then realizing there's still another mile of ocean depth beneath you. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? But that's not all. The ocean floor is not just a vast flat expanse. It's etched with mountain ranges that dwarf those on land. The mid-ocean ridge system, a chain of underwater mountains, stretches for more than 40,000 miles. It snakes its way through all the world's oceans, making it the longest mountain range on our planet. It's a geological marvel, yet it's hidden beneath miles of ocean water, unseen by human eyes. These towering peaks and chasms are not just geological features, they're teeming with life. The ocean depths are home to creatures that defy our understanding, from luminescent jellyfish that light up the ocean's darkness to giant tube worms that thrive in the extreme conditions of hydrothermal vents. It's a world of extremes where life has adapted in ways we can barely comprehend. It's a realm of darkness and pressure, where strange and wonderful creatures navigate landscapes more dramatic than anything we see on land. And yet, these vast underwater mountains and valleys remain largely unexplored, their secrets locked away under miles of ocean. They're a reminder of how much we still have to learn about our home planet and the myriad of life forms that inhabit it. These extreme landscapes are home to unique and mysterious marine life. So next time you gaze out at the ocean, remember, there's a whole other world beneath those waves, waiting to be discovered. The ocean is teeming with life, some of which might seem straight out of a science fiction movie. Let's dive in and explore some of these unusual life forms. First up, we have the bioluminescent anglerfish, a creature that seems to have been plucked straight from the pages of a fantastical tale. In the pitch darkness of the deep sea, this creature uses a glowing lure to attract unsuspecting prey. The light is produced by bioluminescent bacteria that lives symbiotically within the anglerfish, a living lamp in the abyss. The anglerfish is a prime example of the extraordinary adaptations marine life has developed to survive in such extreme environments. Next, we have the formidable giant squid, a creature shrouded in mystery and myth. These elusive creatures can grow to a staggering 43 feet in length. That's longer than a school bus. Their eyes, the size of dinner plates, are the largest in the animal kingdom. They use these enormous peepers to spot prey in the gloom of the deep sea. Despite their size and formidable reputation, giant squids are notoriously hard to study due to their preference for the ocean's depths, making every sighting a precious glimpse into their mysterious lives. Lastly, but certainly not least, we have the immortal jellyfish. Yes, you heard that right, immortal. This small, transparent jellyfish, known scientifically as Turritopsis dohrnii, has the unique ability to reverse its aging process. When faced with stress or injury, it can revert its cells back to their earliest form and grow anew. It's like the Benjamin Button of the sea. These are just a few examples of the incredible diversity of life in the ocean. Each has adapted in fascinating ways to thrive in their unique habitats, showing us that life, in all its forms, is as resilient as it is diverse. From the glowing anglerfish to the elusive giant squid and the seemingly immortal jellyfish, the ocean continues to amaze us with its array of unusual and extraordinary inhabitants. But the ocean doesn't just house fascinating creatures, it also plays a crucial role in our planet's climate. Let's take a moment to dive into just how integral our oceans are in shaping the climate around us. Picture the sun as an enormous heat lamp, constantly radiating energy towards our Earth. The Earth's surface, roughly 70% of which is covered by oceans, absorbs the majority of this heat. The ocean, with its vast expanse and depth, acts like a colossal heat sink, soaking up about 90% of the sun's heat that reaches Earth's surface. This absorption doesn't just warm our seas, it also helps to moderate global temperatures, making Earth a habitable place for us all. But the story doesn't end there. The heat absorbed by the ocean doesn't just stay put. It's distributed around the globe through a complex system of ocean currents. Think of these currents as massive conveyor belts, shuttling heat from the equator to the poles and back. The warm water from the equator travels along the surface, releasing heat into the atmosphere as it goes, while cooler water from the poles sinks and circulates back towards the equator. This constant movement of water, known as thermohaline circulation, essentially acts as Earth's central heating system. The influence of the ocean on our climate is profound. It doesn't just make our planet habitable, it also affects weather patterns and creates the climates we experience in different parts of the world. For example, the warm Gulf Stream current is responsible for the relatively mild winters in Western Europe, while the cold Humboldt current off the coast of Peru brings nutrient-rich waters that support one of the world's most productive fisheries. So, when we talk about the ocean, we're not just talking about a body of water. We're talking about a massive, dynamic system that regulates our planet's temperature, influences weather patterns, and supports an incredible array of life. The ocean, therefore, is a key player in our planet's health and climate. Without it, our world would be a very different and potentially uninhabitable place. So, let's respect and protect it, for our sake and for the sake of all the amazing creatures that call it home. Given all this, it's clear that protecting our oceans is of utmost importance. Our oceans, the pulsating blue hearts of our planet, face a myriad of threats, many of which are human-made. First and foremost, we have pollution, not just the visible litter that washes up on our beaches, but also the invisible chemical pollutants and microplastics that permeate every corner of the ocean. These toxins can harm marine life, affecting everything from the smallest plankton to the largest whale. Then we have overfishing, a practice that is depleting our oceans of its precious marine life at an alarming rate. It's not just about the fish we love to eat. Overfishing disrupts the balance of the marine ecosystem with effects that ripple across the food chain. And of course, we cannot forget the omnipresent threat of climate change. Rising ocean temperatures and acidification, both consequences of our carbon emissions, pose a severe threat to coral reefs, the rainforests of the sea, and other marine life forms. Given these challenges, the importance of ocean conservation cannot be overstated. We need to protect and preserve this precious resource, not only for its inherent value, but also for our own survival. The health of our oceans affects the air we breathe, the food we eat, and the climate we live in. So what can we do? There are many steps we can take, both big and small. We can reduce, reuse, and recycle to limit pollution. We can support sustainable fishing practices and make informed seafood choices. We can advocate for policies that reduce our carbon emissions and mitigate climate change. And we can support organizations that work tirelessly to protect our oceans. Remember, every ripple creates a wave. Every action we take, no matter how seemingly insignificant, can contribute to the health and longevity of our oceans. The health of our oceans is intrinsically tied to the health of our planet and us. Today, we've journeyed through the vastness of the ocean, explored its depths, met its inhabitants, and understood its role in our planet's climate. We've learned about the awe-inspiring mountain ranges beneath the waves and the unusual life forms that call this underwater wilderness home. We've delved into how the ocean influences our climate and underscored the crucial need for its conservation. So, the next time you look at the ocean, remember, it's not just a body of water, it's a world full of wonders and mysteries waiting to be discovered.